Way to go, Tic Tac!
That's how you punch.
Wakanda forever!
Nah, you wouldn't have heard of me.
Let me put you on hold.
Dance off, bro! He's a friend from work!
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
What up, guys? It's Dom, and welcome back to another TV show review. Today we are going over and ranking House Season 3. Now, so far the show just keeps getting better and better. They're improving on everything that was lacking in the previous seasons. So let's get right into why with the 7 essential aspects of a TV show. The first essential aspect is plot. Now, Season 3 did just as good of a job as Season 2. I think they kind of did the similar thing, which is involving the side characters more and kind of explaining their stories just as much as they're explaining House's. Now, House is still the main character, and he is why the show is so successful. It's why it's so good, but we're starting to get more and more information on the 3 main side characters as well, on top of Wilson and Cuddy and everyone in general. But they're doing a good job of spacing it out to a point where you're learning about them, but you're still hyper-focused on what House is up to. So it's just adding that little extra depth to make the story more engaging and more meaningful. So I think overall, plot-wise, they did well. The second essential aspect is attraction. So I'm gonna say this in every single one of the reviews I do for House. It's a medical show, so the attraction level just varies with each person. Me personally, I really like the show. I love the diagnostic part. I love being able to see their process of trying to figure out what a patient has and how they can fix it, compared to some other medical shows, for example, that it's just a day in the life of a doctor. That's really it. So I like this style a little more, and it's where the attractiveness actually does come in for me. However, if you don't like the medical genre at all, I still feel like you'll enjoy the show. I think you'll like the portions that are comedic, that are more in-depth compared to just straight up just being doctors. I feel like everyone should give this show a chance, but no one will like it to the same level as I do unless they also like the medical genre in that kind of way. So the entire attractiveness for this show is on a spectrum because it really just depends on the person you are. The third essential aspect is dialogue. Now again, this is on par with Season 2. It might even be slightly better. It really just depends on the scenes that come up in this TV show, because a lot of the dialogue is clean, it's cut, it's normal, it's exactly how you think that these characters should be interacting with each other. But there are some scenes that elevate it to the next level, where they need more acting, but also better conversation, better dialogue to make it feel more real. And the end of Season 2 had something very similar that the end of this season had. And it makes the actors actually need that good dialogue, and I think that they did succeed. I think the writing for this season was done correctly. It wasn't cringy, it wasn't overdone, it was done right. So I think the dialogue is another thing that they did correctly in this season. The fourth essential aspect is acting. So I'm really only going to be talking about one actor for this third season because everyone did a good job, but no one did a good enough job where it's really bouncing out at me that I have to really mention them, besides Hugh Laurie, who played Dr. House. Now, he is obviously the main character, and so far up to this point, I still have not seen bad acting done by him. I think he is the perfect choice for this style of character. He knows how to be humorous with it. He knows how to sound intelligent as all hell, I'll say that much. He does sound smart no matter what he says. And he just overall knows how to portray Dr. House in a way that helps the audience really get involved in the story and root for him and want him to save every patient and want to see how his life goes. So without his kind of acting, it would not be nearly as good. So I wanted to mention him specifically. Otherwise, everyone did a good job, just no one did it to a level where it's worth mentioning in this review. The fifth essential aspect is cinematography. Now, this is definitely something that has been done the best so far in this season, and that is especially the ending of Season 3. The emotional state that it puts you in during that time is at an all-time high. I think they did a really good job of spending the entire season kind of building up to this point just to drop it all on you at the end. And I think that's a good way of doing it in a TV show, because you have so much time that you can subtly slip in more details and details until you finally get the reveal at the end. And I think that they did it correctly in this way in order to get that build up to be good by that. I mean, I guess worth it is the word I'm trying to find, to make the buildup be worth it for that end result. And I think that that helps you draw in the emotions that you really have throughout the entire season to get to that ending. So cinematography is something that definitely, it got me emotionally. And when it came to just visuals, as I always say, it did what it needed to do. There isn't a big visual necessity for this kind of show. The sixth essential aspect is soundtrack. Now, as I keep repeating myself, the soundtrack isn't too memorable. The main theme It is at this point memorable to me because I've just binge watched 3, 4, eventually more seasons of this show. So if I hear it, I'll know what it's from. But if you ask me right now what the main theme is for House, I could not honestly tell you because it's just not a really big memorable theme that will stick with you. And when it comes to just soundtrack of the general show, not talking about just the theme, it's also just as unmemorable. And the 7th essential aspect is time. Now I feel like season 3 is definitely going to be one of the ones that I remember the most just because of the ending itself, not even because of everything else. I think the ending was a big enough of an impact and a big enough change in the timeline of this show to really remind me that it is season 3. So I think the time of this show, if you're thinking about the show House MD in general, you will remember season 3. Now, onto the rating. Now I'm gonna put this about where I put season 2. I put season 2 at an 87%, like low to mid 80, or mid to high 80, I guess. I'm putting it right there. I'm also gonna give this 3rd season an 87%. I think that it's a good place to put it. It's not a perfect season. It's nowhere near perfect. It has some issues in some episodes where they might not be as memorable or not as well written. However, overall, as the season goes, it's good. It's good. I really enjoyed it. It's my favorite season so far, so I'm definitely going to give it that high 80s. I could even see myself putting it at an 88 just to solidify it above season 2, but overall they're on a very similar level, so I will say 87%. And finally, the rankings. So individually, it will be first above season 2. Now I was saying it the entire time, I do like this season the most so far. I think it was more well written than season 2, and it just had better, I guess, things going on. I liked the plot more, and the ending really did get me hard. So I think overall it felt like more effort was getting put into season 3, but I'm not saying that season 2 or season 1 are bad at all. I feel like how this show is gonna end up going is the first 3 seasons are gonna be amazing, and then it will kind of slowly go downhill because I really can't tell what they're gonna do in these next seasons to build up more of an audience, or I feel like it's going to be forced. So that's how I'm assuming it's going to be. But yeah, for sure, season 3 is the best one thus far. And in all time, it's still going to remain first above Blue Mountain State seasons 1 through 3. Now, if the first 2 seasons already put it above it, then adding this 3rd, even better season, of course, is not going to drop it at all. If you want to see why I put it above Blue Mountain State, you can check out my previous video. However, the basic is, it's just a better show. It has a better plot, it has more to offer for a broader audience, so that's the real reason why I put it above it. That's all I have for House Season 3. If you guys enjoyed this review, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to comment what movie or TV show you want me to review next. If you want to see someone that does a very similar thing, he just doesn't do TV shows, he only does movies, check out my best friend, Mr. Majoritarian. He does the same thing I do. He's the one that got me into movie reviewing in the first place, so please go check him out. His link will always be in my description. And I hope you guys have an amazing night. Peace out.